Hello, buddy. Welcome back to the Tin Man Score channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and today I figured I'd go ahead and film my current FunWorld mask collection. And I don't have a lot like everybody else you see on YouTube, but I figured I'd go ahead and show you what I got. Now, you already probably seen them a bunch of times in my Halloween mask collection videos, or if I did a short or separate video on them already. But I figured, what the heck, get to see them again. I think we'll start off with the ghost face masks first. Okay, I think we'll start off with the very first ghost face mask I ever picked up for myself. It's the ultra white ghost face mask. And you can't pick these up over at Walmart anymore unless you find one over at like a thrift store by chance. And then over here, got this cheap hard plastic ghost face mask. Now, this one costed me $6, and this is the improved plastic version because I remember when they were selling these over at Dollar General or Walmart for $5. The plastic was a little bit more thinner. It was easier to break, while this one, you really have to put some strength into it in order to break one of these. But if you want to be cosplaying as Ghostface but on a budget, this will be your mask. Now, I actually bought two of them because some collectors like to have two, one to wear and one to just hang on the wall. Well, I tried to end up selling this one, but then nobody didn't buy it, so I figured, hey, I got an idea. Paint blood on it. Now, if you saw my short of me painting it, the blood almost looked pink. So after I got done with the short, I went back with a darker red marker around the eye cheek area and some on the splatter lines, and just kept going down on it. And I think this attempt looked way better than the first attempt. So, I mean, you could buy a bunch of these and create your own custom design on it. You can go with a blood splatter or your own custom art design piece. Like, you could paint one of these to look like a clown or Mardi Gras, Day of the Dead. I mean, the sky's the limits. And over on this side of the ultra white mask, I got the new 2023 EU mask and the Scream 6 aged Ghostface mask. Over here, I got my chrome Ghostface mask I picked up over at FunWorld Halloween. Golly, it's been like a few years ago now. I just need to get the gold one just to go with that one. Then I got a rare zombie Ghostface. I found that flea market in Kodak, Tennessee. Then we got my 25th anniversary Ghostface mask, which I kind of like this one over the standard shrouded ones. But hey, they're both great. They're EU molds anyway. And over here I got my two Dead by Daylight Ghostface masks, the Devil Face and the Masquerade. Now out of these two, I like this one a lot better because my favorite color is blue, and I just love the blue accent fabric on this one. And then when you go down here, for $8, I picked up this FunWorld Alien Spawn mask. And a lot of people kept saying, if you look at it closely, imagine Ghostface making love to an alien, and that's what you get right there. And then I got the Silent Screamer and the Banshee Ghost. Now, I saw they had a Banshee Ghost mask with a black shroud. I said, if I find that one, I might get that to go with this one, just so I have both variants. And Birchbench Designs that created these two, he did a fantastic job and got FunWorld to release them. I just said, that's pretty cool. Then over here, I got my mirror Ghostface mask, which everybody likes to call it the disco ball. I mean, I ain't lying, because look, all that reflective mirror shards on it. You shine a light on it, make you imagine going to a disco. Then I got my other bloody Ghostface mask. I saw this last year at FunWorld Halloween. I said, oh man, I gotta grab it. The blood splatter looks more realistic than the one I painted. And then I got the re-release of the Scarecrow Ghostface mask, which I wouldn't mind having the original, but the original came with an actual burlap hood, and sometimes the burlap would actually flake off. Believe me, I know I had a FunWorld Scarecrow mask, and that thing shed like crazy. So you have to be careful how you store it. You don't want burlap pieces all over the place. Then over here, I got my Distress Ghostface hockey mask. And I know they got a clean version, so I can't wait to grab that one to go with this one. And then up here, I picked up one of those damaged male blank masks. I forgot the official name for it, but it's just damage. They even sculpted in a bunch of cracking detail in the ripped face part right there. I said, that's actually a cool looking mask. I was going to buy more of them to paint up like I did with these, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit, but I never did. I just got the one. I thought it would look cool. Then over here, I found this one at a thrift store. It's an Easter Unlimited Ghoul mask, and they're getting rare and harder to find now, I heard. But if you see one, you better pick it up. It's a cool sculpture for a mask, in my opinion. I wouldn't mind having another one. And then finally, on the wall here is my FunWorld Punisher goalie mask. I said it looks way better than those cheap dollar type hockey masks you see at Walmart or Dollar General now. I just love the detail lines. It really does look like an official goalie mask back from the 70s. And if I find more, I'm definitely making videos on me painting them, because I got some ideas already cooking in my head for a bunch of these. All right, so that's my ghost face mask collection / other masks hanging on my wall here. So now let's go over to the blank mask that I painted. Okay, starting off, the very first one I picked up over at Walmart was this one that I painted it to look like Brandon Lee's The Crow, Eric Draven. Very cool war paint makeup design, in my opinion, in any movie. And I said, I love the character, so I wanted to go ahead and make a tribute to him. But then all these other ones were just random ideas I had in my mind. Like this one is called Psychosis, where it's got like blue, black, and purple checkerboard pattern pieces on it. But the idea was if you look very close at the swirls, it almost kind of looked like the floor of the mask is moving, basically. I should have went back in with some more silver paint around the swirls just so you could see it better, but Mom told me to leave it alone, so I might just do that. But then the next one over is my attempt at replicating the Loki mask from Jim Carrey's The Mask. And I ain't gonna lie, it actually came out pretty good. Then over here is like my concept of a scarecrow mask. It's called the Stitch Up Scarecrow, where you got one side that's still kind of like a light brown burlap, and then over here it's like a weathered gray burlap, and then down the middle it's like a dark brown burlap, and then the nose is sewn on with a goldish yellow piece of burlap or fabric. I was paying attention to that guy that's on YouTube and on Facebook, Grim Stitch Factory. I loved his scarecrow mask designs, and I just kind of got inspired and made my own mask. Then the next one over is my attempt of replicating Kane's mask from WWE back in the 90s. Out of all the masked wrestlers that WWE had, he was one of my favorites. So instead of paying a lot of money for a replica of his mask, I just picked up one of these blank masks and just painted it to look like his, and they actually came out pretty good. And I even painted one to look like this for AJ Good over the House of Masks, and he really digged it. Okay, this one is called Checker Two-Face. Now, originally, that side was red too, but since that side was starting to look faded more than this side, I just used rubbing alcohol and rubbed off all the red and repainted it with green, so it gives a more better definition of Checker Two-Face. Be like the green is the good side and the red is the bad side. And I kind of did this for like a Christmassy type mask, but if I do another one, I might do like Christmas wrapping paper or some sort of candy cane design for Christmas. That's what I got in mind if I find any more of these blank masks, but Walmart ain't selling them more, so I have to be lucky at a thrift store, I guess. All right, this one right here, Mardi Gras fragments. My vision for this one was if you took a bunch of Mardi Gras masks that were broken and just put them together, this is what you get right here. Now, originally my design did not have any black in it, but I kind of looked at it and I was like, wait a minute. Instead of coloring in those areas blue, purple, yellow, or red, let's go with black. It just kind of makes it break up a little bit more. And I'm glad I did that because it really does pop. And over here, got my cracked Easter egg mask. Now, originally, the lines weren't that exact. And what I mean by that, it won't popping out as much. So I just went back in with black marker and just kind of highlighted those cracks I made with a pencil. So it really does pop on camera. And I think it looks better that way now than with just the pencil line marks on it. And then over here is my Star Spangled Man. I saw Big Hush on YouTube, and if you guys don't know who Big Hush is, he's like a rapper slash horror fan because he actually does a lot of videos on taking Jason hockey masks and repainting them with different designs. And one of them he had was like an American flag design. I didn't want to copy his where the blue just stops like right about here and you have all the stars on that side like an American flag and all the stripes going this way. So I thought I'd go with Captain America's heater shield design. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the shield is kind of shaped like a badge in his arm. And it was painted similar to this, but with the nose, I didn't want it to look like the stripe was going up to the nose here, so I just kind of broke it up and put the blue right there and left the middle part white and red right next to the blue part. Makes it look more like a patriotic carnival mask, but hey, it's still one of my favorites in my collection. Then finally are the 3 clown themed blank masks, and the first one I did was my tribute to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker from the 2019 Joker movie. And I think I kind of made the blue eyes a little bit too big because it almost looks like John Wayne Gacy, and I didn't want to make it look like that, but it's still cool nevertheless. Then over here is my court jester. I was looking up like simple court jester designs, and I saw something like this pop up, and I was like, oh yeah, I could do that. And then finally is my favorite out of the clown blank masks is the blue and black Harley Quinn. I looked up Harley Quinn makeup designs, and I saw this one, but the version I saw had red instead of blue. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make mine unique and go with a nice dark indigo looking blue color. And I did the same thing around the lips, and it really stands out pretty good too. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed my FunWorld mask collection. And if I buy any more Ghostface or more of these blank masks to repaint, I'll do an update video for you guys. But this has been another successful installment of the Tin Man's Court channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more Halloween mask content like this. And let me know down in the comments out of my FunWorld masks I have in my collection, which one is your favorite. And have a nice day, buddy.